What is up, good people? You're watching Breadsy Entertainment. I am joined with a lovely, yes, Mrs. Sally. Sally, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Okay, you're looking very lovely today.
Oh,
You,
I'm a mess. I'm getting my hair done next week. I'll look alright.
you didn't go through all the effort for me then.
No, no, I feel like a lizard in this top. Like
A lizard? What do you mean? Explain.
lizard, they've got big frills around the neck. I used to have a pet lizard.
Oh yes, okay, yes, a bearded, yes, like a bearded,
Bearded
bearded,
dragon.
bearded Sally. We got a bearded Sally.
Oh God, I hope not.
No, I'm really joking. I'm joking. So, how are you, Sally? Anyway.
Yeah, I'm really good at the moment. Thank you.
Cool, cool, cool. And I know you're very new. You're new. You're quite new to social media. TikTok, it's the platform you're on at the minute.
To
How's
TikTok, yeah, very
how's it
new.
going?
Good, thanks. I mean, I posted a couple of videos. That one got like over 500,000 views. It was down 600,000, but it was just all people can I not swear or not?
Yeah, you can swear. You can say what
Oh
you
yeah,
want.
there's people like slagging off my outfit because I was with my daughter at soft play and I had two odd socks on. They were so close in colour. Like it was dark when I got ready. She got up early. There was like there was we had matching dresses on. They were slagging off my dress, saying I looked like a tea towel, and saying I had too much makeup on for soft play. Yeah, they just there was like hundreds and hundreds of comments of hate.
I mean, that is so interesting because like most people on social media try to go viral and stuff. Like, and most people never ever go viral. So you've gone viral. If you were to set this up, like, imagine if you were to set this up, it probably wouldn't have kicked off the way it did. But because it's so
No,
generic, it's always the most generic things that make you go viral, isn't it?
yeah, I thought it'd just be because I've done loads of videos of soft play. I thought it'd be another one of them, and I actually thought I looked great that day, but nobody else did.
What was that like when you seen that you got 500,000 views, and I imagine you got a whole load of followers from that as well.
I did. I think I got about 5,000 from it, and that's
Wow.
what it got me half to my 10. Yeah, like when I was out for a day out with my mum and my daughter, and then we're on the motorway, and like every getting to the next stage, like passing the next sign, was like another 10,000 views, and it was just going up and up. I was like, wow, wow, but I hadn't read the comments, and I got in, I read the comments, I was like, because the first couple were nice, like, oh, nice, playing with that daughter softly, and they were just like they got worse and worse and worse. I was like, oh my god, I thought it was because people liked it, but it was because they hated it.
Wow, that's interesting, but it does go to say though that you know the the more people are actually feel really like, what's the word, um the more sort of like bitter and sort of hate people have for you on social media, the better
Mm.
your videos do. So in a
Yeah,
way, you can see why people do thought provoking videos to sort of get views and stuff like that. Like, but you
yeah,
you did it genuinely, didn't you? You didn't even
I
know you had
did.
odd socks.
I mean, videos I've like tried to like make go viral, thought, wow, wow, this will be a big hit. Have just flopped. Like they've just been like really average, and just that one that I just thought didn't. And then the other, it was a couple of weeks ago. I went out with, well, first of all, again, I went to soft play with my little girl, and that, and then after my mum took her home, and I went out on the town with my dad, and I just did a little video in the toilets in Weatherspoons, and I just put it on without thinking because I was pissed basically. And then the next day I looked and there was just 30,000 views on that, and like loads of comments of, look at the state of that and everything. I was like, oh dear. I thought I looked great that day.
What does that mean when you get like the negative comments, people like being horrible to you and stuff?
Well, I like it because it's like more engagement on my post. But at first, once I sat and like read all the ones on the previous one, and I was upset and stuff because I'm just not that type of person. I would never comment on someone's appearance, but especially not to the face. Well, no, I wouldn't anyway. But but yeah, it was just I thought it was hurtful. But then after that, I just thought, oh well. But once if I make money from it on the creator fund, and I'm over my 10,000, for they'll just be lying in my bank account. So go for it.
1,000%, 1,000%. You'll be trying to go viral every single time.
Yeah, I might wear that dress again. I might put it on this winter with them white thigh high boots that everyone hated. I might put them on again. Just ordered some new pink ones actually. I might give them a go.
Yeah, I think would you say it's more women that will comment in and stuff like?
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, there was both. There was men and women, but mainly women. And that just, I would never take my daughter to soft play wearing that or whatever. Well, I don't comment on people going in their pajamas or their leggings or whatever. Like, you can wear what you want. And I was covered up like, people wondering. I just want to say I had shorts on under my dress, like for them comments that I got.
Okay, I'm
I'm not.
intrigued. I'm very intrigued at the minute. So what I am gonna do, because I feel really bad that I haven't. I don't. I must have seen it, but you know, it didn't get my. I didn't see. I didn't notice the views, which is
It,
very rare in this day and age when people go on your social media. Because the first thing they do is they check your views. I think it's really shallow as well.
mhm.
It's really shallow when people do that. Like, you know, like they before, like it's like, oh, this person, they've only got this many views and blah blah blah, and you know, some people are really shallow with it, but. Let's go on TikTok and have a look at this lovely video, shall we?
Oh, it's pinned at the top of my profile.
Yeah, okay, let's have a look and
I
see.
pinned it just to show I wasn't bothered.
And I mean, where do you get that strength from? Because I know a lot of girls are really self-conscious of their weight, all sorts of bits, like, you know, face this angle, that angle, got to have the right filters and everything like that. Where do you get the strength from to sort of like just front it out and just be like, nah,
Oh,
you know what?
I think I've grown up and lived through enough personal face to face insults from friends and family, so like everything just bounces off us. Like nothing really affects us anymore.
When you say friends and family and stuff like that, have you had sort of like negative comments come from people and stuff?
Oh God, yeah, yeah. I'm the black sheep.
Oh, okay, you're the black sheep of the family, yeah?
I am, yeah.
Oh no, oh no. Um,
Mm.
that what does that feel like knowing that and like, you know?
um, when at first it used to bother us and stuff, and probably, but then it probably made us aware. I'm a bit like I'm now. I'm just like nothing affects us, nothing bothers us, so it's good. It's good. Like I used to get upset and stuff like years ago, but now like literally nothing, unless anything was to go wrong or happen with my daughter or something. Apart from that, nothing can affect us, so it's good.
Oh, let's have a look at this lovely
That's
video
the
then.
one. Oh God,
Okay, you're looking good, looking good.
that's what I thought.
Thigh high boots, going a soft play. Yeah, you're giving me content ideas actually for different for different social media ventures.
Matching dresses with me, my little girl. She loves to match with her mummy. Well,
Oh, bless her. What sort? So let me we can have a look at the comments over. What's that?
oh no.
EastEnders, oh no.
Some of them actually I've read, but they're on there because TikTok have filtered them out. So there's loads on my filtered comment section of like even
Yeah.
more venomous hate. But yeah,
What made you do that? Was it just genuine? You just genuinely like, you know, just went out that like that's how you dress.
yeah. Like I ordered used to order matching dresses off um this website that does matching dresses for mums and kids, and I just thought, oh, it'd be great. Like in winter, I
And
love thigh high boots.
and
Like
what's this lovely pink number you got here?
that dress is from Ann Summers. That was my favorite dress I've ever owned. It just fits us perfectly. Like it makes us look so much better than I am. Like I love that dress.
Lovely.
I love a PVC.
Lovely. Well, like I said, you know, you're in the million club, in the half a million club. You know, not many people reach that many views on, you know, social media. So you might be setting there might be a little trend here for you to do, become the most become the most hated person just for like social media views and stuff like that. And
Well, I just ordered some more dresses that I like and some more boots that I like, and people seem to hate them. Like I've just ordered loads more thigh boots. I love thigh boots and little short dresses in the winter and big fur coats. That's my look in the winter.
and
So
if that's your look and that's how you feel confident, you know, why, like, you know, sometimes people, like, you know, sometimes people like, you know, don't realize, you know, if you some people are happy and comfortable dressing how they dress, but if you dress down all the time and you don't make an effort for yourself, like that will have a reflection on how you're feeling. So you're
it
kind of
does.
giving you're giving yourself therapy. It's almost like therapy. You're
That is
dressing up.
exactly what it is for me. Like when I've got no makeup on, like I'm just in like whatever, like old clothes, and I don't feel nice. I feel more down. But when if I get done up, so which I try to most days now, then I just feel so much better. And I just think like there's there's other things I'm not going going for, so why not just be glamorous?
Yeah,
When
and
we think I'm attractive or not, whether it's pretty or not, like you can't deny it's glamorous.
yeah, and if that's what works for you, then
hmm
why should you worry about what other people think? You know, people that, you know. I mean, I've heard this 1,000 times from, like, you know, mum. There are mums that don't dress up in the morning for the school run, and there's mums that get their hair done, get everything looking good and
Oh
stuff
yeah.
like that. And they tend to get a lot of hate from the other mums sometimes. And
Yeah, but then people also slag off the women in the pajamas and the Uggs and things, which is nothing wrong with either. Just you be you. I mean, I was actually having contractions, and I was sat in the nail salon getting my nails done before I gave birth. Like, I bleached my hair and did my hair and everything the day I was going in to get induced, and I was having contractions and stuff. Like, just want to look as good as possible always.
No, and fair play to you, man. Fair play. I can't wait for our content day where we get some content going. You know, for
Yeah.
TikTok and for TikTok and social media and stuff. Because
Hmm.
as you know, as we were saying, you know that group page on TikTok that we're gonna that you're gonna be part of as well. I hope.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
to.
yeah. Bring your boots and your short dresses. Lovely. Or, I
Certainly
could
will.
we
Certainly
can
will. I've got like 3 rooms in a house full of them, and I've got stuff in my mum's in storage, and
steady
yes.
on now. Steady on now. 3 rooms. I'm not quite planning on moving in right now, love. Yeah. I'm joking. I'm joking. So, how's the dating life going?
um, non-existent.
Okay. Would you? A lot. I'm finding this so common at the minute. A lot of women are just deciding that they can't be asked for the headache of having a man.
No, well, it's just I'm happy. Me and my daughter. Like when I was younger and stuff, yeah, like you always you know you wanted to be speaking to someone or something, but for the last like 2 3 years, it's just not bothered us at all. Like I don't need that in my life.
Why do I get the feeling you've been beaten down so much that you've just given up on stuff and you're just happy on your own now?
Yeah, well, I've never really had any winners, so
Oh, bless you.
yeah.
Bless you. Well, who knows? Who knows? You only lose in life when you give up. So as long as you don't give up, there's always that possibility of Mr. Right coming around that corner.
Yeah.
If you want
Mhm.
him, if you want him, if you want
Yeah,
him,
yeah,
you might just be like, nah, I'm going out tonight. I'm not
yeah. See if
interested,
I've
sort
got
of
time. Yes.
thing.
See if it fits in with my plans and schedules and rules.
Fair
Not
enough. Fair
rules,
enough.
but
What is that? A lot of women do say that they want to live their own life and they don't want to be controlled by anyone. What does that
yeah.
mean to you?
Just like you want to be able to, if you're 15 minutes later getting home, you don't want to like a big kick off. You don't want to end up having to like I don't know sleep in your car that night or something, or you don't want to be constantly worried, having to FaceTime all the time to prove where you are. It's you can't constantly going like that, and you're constantly like always on edge and anxious. And I feel like it's probably like taking like time off your life of like the stress on your heart and that. Like I think like it's just better just to not have to explain yourself or and like be constantly worried and anxious of what's going to happen if you get stuck in traffic on the A1. Like
Yeah. I mean, you are describing not the most ideal relationships. Like, I think most relationships aren't necessarily like that. But
I don't
obviously,
know.
no,
Okay.
I don't think most relationships are like that. Kicking off for 15 minutes late. I think that does sound like a controlling relationship where you've been sort of like dominated, so to speak, and under the thumb, so to speak. And
Hmm.
for a man to kick off on a girl being 15 minutes late from anything, just that's just kind of pathetic, and it shows a lot of insecurities in that person as well. And that's not a real relationship. That's someone just trying to control and manipulate you.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I prefer to stay away from it all. Like there's always red flags, and then like no one's yeah. Everyone seems nice in the beginning, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
As if they can last longer than like a few
Yeah,
months being like that.
yeah. I think it's difficult. So I speak to so many women, and they all share the same sort of experience. Men lie. Men just don't feel like they could. I've me. I when I was a younger lad, I was open with women all the time. I was like, I'm not looking for anything serious. Like, I'm interested in a friends of benefit situation. And the woman has at least the woman knows. At
Yeah,
least the
so much
woman
better.
knows where she stands from the start. But when guys nowadays that are so crap with women, they have to
Mhm,
love bomb them, sell them a relationship, and get once the feels start coming in,
mhm.
then it's a and then goodbye basically, and they've got you all romanced up. And don't get me wrong, friends with benefits does tend to end in feels as well. To be fair,
Well, I mean, like, as long as people are honest, so I think that's really good if people say that's all they want. Like, I think that's perfect. Like, I think the only thing is being lied to, isn't it? Like, as long as you're honest, and that person, if you say all I want is friends with benefits, that person can choose whether that's for them or not. If not, they can walk away. But I think the problem is a lot of women will try to think, oh, I'll try and change them or whatever. But if they're honest, then you can think whether that's what you want or not.
Is that something that would put you off someone? So say like you see a guy, he looks really attractive, he's a bit of you, and one of your friends come over and say, he's not right, he's cheated, or he's been violent with someone else, would that put you off him?
Um, I don't like to listen to stories off other people because, like, I think people probably say stories about me and they're not true. So maybe some of them are. But no, like you don't. I don't like to listen to like hearsay. I don't. I just take people as I find them. But I personally couldn't get into if there was warning signs of anyone being violent or anything like that, I couldn't get into it because obviously I've got myself and my little girl to think about. And if I would never date, I would have to date someone for over a year before they would meet my child. It would
Uh,
have to be. That's why most men probably wouldn't accept of how casual it would have to be for me because I've most of my time's with my daughter and I don't have much free time and they certainly wouldn't be coming anywhere near her or
yeah,
my family.
and I respect that, and that's actually like very uncommon. Most women's most single mums, like, I won't say most, I don't know what the stat is, but
Hmm.
a lot of single mums, I will say, will have a guy. Like some women, they need a man in their life.
Yeah,
Like they just
that.
need they need the rotation. They need a man in their life, otherwise they don't feel fulfilled. And they don't give a damn if they're introducing 5 or 6 different dads in a year to, their
Mm.
daughter, which is terrible. But yeah, it's not a good situation. So it's very refreshing to hear that from someone, to say, what, if we're gonna meet up, do what we're gonna do, my daughter's gonna be separate in that matter.
Yeah, exactly. Like if I ever did, then yeah, it's got to be completely separate. I mean, most of my time with her and any free time that I sorry I had spare could be for that. But like, yeah, well, the two would never cross until I don't like I couldn't put an exact time frame on it because people are different, but it would at least a year, a year. She doesn't need to see all different men and stuff. She doesn't need to grow up and think she just jumps from one man to another. I mean, she shouldn't be. Yeah.
Oh, no, I hear that. I hear that, and that makes perfect sense. And
Mm-hmm.
that's very refreshing to hear. That's very refreshing to hear, to be honest with you. So let's talk about accountability and relationships. Let's talk about accountability. Name one bad trait that you've had in a relationship. It could be any relationship. A bad trait that you've had where you can say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have done this and I shouldn't have done that.
I'm slow at texting back, which obviously can make put people on a paranoia. Sometimes I'll just read it and then get distracted and forgetting, or sometimes I think that's so long I'll reply to it later and then you think I can't be bothered yet. I'll just watch Coronation Street first and then it's been ages and then they're all paranoid and they probably met someone else by then.
Yeah, I think with that though, if it's a guy that you really liked,
Mhm.
I don't think you're gonna be airing his texts and delaying it. It's gotta be some. I think sometimes it's got, like, there's like dead conversation. Like,
Yeah.
if someone
Oh,
sends you
that's the exact thing. Like, they'll be like, yeah, there's been nothing to. I think, and then like, why didn't you reply? This is like a long time in the past ago. People be like, why didn't you reply? Right? Because what is the reply to? Like, they go like, sounds fun, lol. Like, what do you reply to that? There's nothing. There's there's no question. There's not a question or something to answer to. I'm not going to reply. Like, what's the point of that?
and this is the thing with guys as well. Like, hearing that sounds fun, lol. He's fishing, really. They're fishing for something, But this is the problem. Like, why not just say, would you like to go out for a meal? Would you like to go out on a date? Would you like to go for a walk? Would you like
Yeah,
to do
that's
something?
yeah.
Like, but these guys nowadays, like, they're so, men, unfortunately at the minute, men are so disconnected with women at the minute. There's too much online stuff going on,
Hmm.
and they don't know how to speak to women. They don't know how to be honest. Like, a woman can live, like, around the corner, but they prefer just to sort of, like, what's your snap? Someone that lives around the corner from me. What's your
No,
snap? Like,
definitely not. No, thank you.
literally, what's your snap? Like, have you experienced that a lot? This has become a new trend now. What's your snap, for guys to say
Yeah,
to women?
yeah, all the time. Like, well, yeah, why would you need my Snapchat? Like, it's just because my Snapchat's personal. It's got my friends and family on it. Like, where I post photos of my daughter. Like, I couldn't have some random new man on that because that's much more personal. It's like yeah, it's all pictures of me and my daughter. So it's my very personal life. So
Yeah.
they couldn't be on that. No.
I find it so weird as well, because sometimes like the guys have got the girls' numbers as well. They've actually got their numbers. They could call them up
Yeah,
anytime they
exactly.
wanted.
Yeah.
What's your snap? Like, just they want to sort of intrude on your life, so to speak, check what's going on with pictures and stuff like that.
Check out your Snap score. Apparently, I didn't even know what a Snap score was, but I had a look, and mine's really, really, really low. The only pictures I send are to my used to be to my sisters of my daughter and stuff like. So like,
Yeah,
there's all that's the only pictures I've been sending all the time. my snap scores right it's really low. I look at everyone else's when I learned about snap scores, and I was like, oh god, everyone else is much higher than mine. That's good then.
I can't do snaps. I can't do snap. Honestly, I'm beneath that. I'm 40. I'm 40 years old, so I can't be dealing with no snap business at the minute. So, but yeah. But what does the future look for you? What do you hope to achieve from TikTok and stuff like that, and the new social media sort of phenomenon?
Well, obviously, it's a bit of a boring but honest answer. Money, like that's what
Okay.
that's what I want to monetize on it. Now I've hit 10,000. I want to just monetize it because I've got like thousands and thousands of pictures and videos on my phone. I just take them all the time, everything. Anyway, so I might as well make some money from it. Like anything, I'm constantly like. Not it doesn't interrupt our like time of doing things with my daughter, but like she'll start dance or something. I'll want to video some of it. I don't ever video all of something we're doing so that we have that time interacting where I'm not just on a camera. But I like to capture loads of moments because she grows so fast, and I
Yeah.
don't like to miss things. And then
And they're precious. They're precious moments, and people should be honored that you're sharing that sort of like experience with someone, like so it's they're precious moments that so, and obviously you don't want to be sitting there with a camera like a film production sort of thing
no,
like
I like the
but
interaction as well. But then also I need to start taking a lot more of myself as well because
yeah.
obviously I'm 30, well I'm 30 next year. Tell everyone I'm young. I'm 30 next year. I need to start taking some more photos before I look old.
Yeah, and this is why I like to speak to girls, not just girls. Like one of the reasons people say to me all the time, "Why don't you get men on?" I've tried; they don't want to come on. They don't want men don't want to talk about their problems on social media. Unfortunately, women are a bit more open to it. So, so what I was saying is like I do what I like to hear. Like you see women on their sort of
Mhm.
TikToks and stuff like that, and you never actually know who that person is really. Like you just see them
Yeah,
post lovely in the pictures. So this is why I think it's very unique to sort of sit down and have like a nice chilled open chat, like
yeah,
no scripts or anything like that, just a lovely open chat with people, and you get to know them. And and I've made so many lovely friends on social media and TikTok and stuff,
yeah.
and people that do regular collaborations with me on videos, like reviews on stuff. So yeah, I'm happy to have you aboard on the show, sort of, so to speak.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, definitely. And
Mhm.
yeah, someone that pulls in 500,000 views. Yeah, well, hey.
On one video, and it wasn't because they liked me.
Yeah, so I think you've got a USP over there. We'll have to talk about we'll have to talk about that afterwards, to
Yeah.
work on that
Mhm.
USP.
Mhm.
But yes, what did I promise you that we would do? We were going to end this with a game of chess.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, we've
I'll have
got
to remove my daughter's hedgehog mug that's balancing and look forward, right? Mhm.
okay. Let me get it up. Uh, chess.
Also, you
Mm-mm.
haven't got a filter on me.
I'll sort your filter out afterwards. Don't worry. Play. We just no. I want to play computer. I want to play just a random. Play chess.
Pick play chess with a random.
Play chess. Play chess online. Two player. Yeah, there we go. It's a two-player version. Nope, not that one. That's the main site. Play with a friend. There we go. Da-da-da-da. Oh, let's not be lazy. Rudsy versus Sally.